afternoon, everyone. I was nearly going to say good morning, but it's not. It's definitely afternoon. It's definitely a few minutes to 2 to give everyone time to get their notifications. Big apologies for this morning. I must have been worn out from the weekend and not realise how worn out I was because I just didn't get out of bed this morning. And then I realised, uh-oh, not Wednesday, it's Thursday. Get up, girl. How many of us have mornings when you get up out of bed and you think it's another day? Well, I have one of them this morning. I really got up and thought, okay, it's Wednesday. But then I realised it was Thursday. So we're working on our mini scrapbook albums, and I've printed out some photos. While I was away, I did put up on my YouTube how to put your inserts in and how to start putting your pages in. But we're going to come in with my other album because I'm doing 2. And we're going to work on a page today, and then hopefully we'll get it finished to put in. If not, we'll put it in next time. It's a process that you don't want to rush, so you want to get on your pages what you really want, okay? Because that's the exciting thing about scrapbooking, is having a little bit of time, getting your photos printed out, working out how you want to do your layout. And it depends on what theme you're using as well. I'm doing Kaz's and my crafting cruise, and I'm doing her an album and me an album, so that's why I've got 2, but it's good because I can show you different parts, different sections. So let's come down to it because there's so many exciting things happening. I've got to say, it really is exciting. I think I'm tired from being away because we had 4 or 5 amazing days up in Sydney for our on stage and for Stampin' Up. And so much information and so much inspiration as well. Information and inspiration. It was just amazing, catching up with friends and catching up with staff and just everything. It was so fantastic. But I'm going to get started, and we're using, because it's a cruisy theme, I'm using the rolling waves today. So I want to show you how to do a layout with this one. So I have done some little ones that we have I've done in the past, but I want to show you, which we'll be using on a page as well, but I want to show you how to do it on your stamping positioner. And I love the fact that this is such an amazing tool. Okay, it really is an amazing tool. Okay, so let's come down and get started. If you come on, say hello. If you're new to me, let me know where you're from. Say hello and where you're from. You could be from Texas, Canada, America, Australia, England, anywhere. Now, when you're using your Stampin' Positioner for scrapbooking, I love the fact that you can do your 12 by 12 scrapbooking on here. So, but this is our 8 by 8. So this piece here this morning, let me just share with you what I'm doing. I'm working on if we're working in inches, it's 7.5 by 7.5. If we're working on centimetres, it's 19 centimetres by 19 centimetres. So this is where we're going to do make our page up. So I love the fact that we can actually use this gorgeous little tool. This is the separate little tool positioner, and I love that you can actually use this anywhere that you want to. But you can also press down and make a picture out of it. So you can just use it. So I'm going to bring it over to my far side to start off with because I want to do one side and then move it across. So we're starting from the right and moving across to the left. So I've grabbed my stamp, which is the, let me show you which one I'm using. This one here, I'm using this one here. So let's go for it. So we want to, this time, we want to sort of put like a little bit of water, sand down here. We want to be able to put some shells and that down here, and then we want to come in with the water effect as well. So we're going to come in with this one here. So I'm going to use the Balmy Blue. And I am really sorry for those girls that come on at 11 to watch my scrapbooking. I'm one of those days. Now, one thing I love about this Stampin' Positioner is that I'm just looking to see which way I want it. Whether I want it going that way or whether I want it going that way. I think this way. So with the Stampin' Positioner, I love that it's got these little 4 pegs. Now, not only can you put this one into here, your little posts, and you can use it this way, but you can also use it single-handedly. And I love this idea. So just place it down where you want to put it and then press. Okay, beautiful. If you want to do just the faded bit underneath it, just come off to the side a little bit and get that shadowing effect happening as well. So now we're just going to move it over a fraction. Don't you love that idea? Oh, I love it. And I thought I was going to be the first one to show people this, but it did get shown up on stage as well. And I thought, there you go. Someone else has worked it out as well. And I'm quite sure there's a lot of crafty girls out there who are so smart. So this one's coming in, so you can even put them on a bit of an angle if you want to. You can do however you want. And that's the one thing that I love about this one, is because the 4 little springs are on the ends here. So you can just press down and then you can sort of come down. And the thing about this is that when you actually start doing some sponging, it looks like the water's coming in over the sand because you can actually sponge up, and I love that effect. So we're going to change the color because we want to do a bit of a sky image. Now I'm sort of worked at the bottom, so this is sort of going to be the water, but I'm going to do another layer on the water as well because I want that. So I'm just going to move this up a little bit, and I'm going to do that again, ink it up. And hi Robin, good to see you on. It's nice to see people coming on. So I'm going to come up a little bit. Now remember, some of this will be covered by the photo because it's a scrapbook layer, but I do love the fact that you can use this little one. So I'm just moving it over a fraction because I've got to be able to at least stand it on the positioner board with the 4, and then just press down and then press up, and you get an effect there with the waves. Okay, just beautiful. So like I said, some of this will be covered because I'm going to be putting a photo on there, but I do want it covered a bit of the way or most of the way. So once again, coming in, coming up and coming up. So you sort of can have your dark bit here, you're going to put your sand here, you're going to put some shells in or whatever you want to do. You can always put a lighthouse or whatever you want to dress it up with. Your page. The photo I chose today was when we went on the cruise, there was a room, and on the roof there was, it was quite amazing actually, because the roof was done like opals, like shells and opals, and then it looked like octopus, but it wasn't actually octopus, it was, they were meant to be opals. And it did look amazing, but I haven't cut the photo down because I think it's really lovely to have that sort of image into it as well. So this time I'm starting at the top, change the color a little bit, and we're going to come in here. So I'm just going to move my paper over because I want to sort of change the pattern a little bit for the sky. And we're going to come down come down. And this one is like Pool Party, so it's a little bit different in colour. And I'm just going to come over that bit there and over that bit there. So you can sort of see we've got two different colours here. We've got the sky effect, the water effect. So sometimes I think you need to put a little bit of dark in between the two. So I've got Night and Navy here as well. But then we're going to come in with our die cut pieces as well, which is going to look fabulous. So when you're looking at your page, you're thinking, and you're going to do two of these pages, but I'm just demonstrating on one because you're going to do one for one side of the book and one for the other page. Okay, so now you've got this big, thick, dark bit, and you might not want it quite that dark. So what you might want to do is come down onto your grid paper and just take some of that ink off because you might not want it quite that dark. And then you're coming down around the water area and whoop, move it across, move it across, and bring that in there. And just bringing in a little bit of dark area in there too. It doesn't have to be extremely dark or anything like that, but you're going to do a bit of blending. So how cool is that you can use this little one and you can line it up? I love it because when you're standing it there, it's not going to touch the paper until you actually press down. Okay, so you're not going to see anything till you actually press it down. So how cool is that? Another little tip for our Stampin' Positioner. Our mini catalogue has come out for demonstrators to do a pre-order on starting on the 24th. And if that excites you, then maybe you might like to join so you can get your products a little bit earlier than everyone else. Sorry, I'm just looking for one of my nice water wipes because it's very dark ink to put on onto my beautiful chamois that just gets dirty so quick. Some of the inks do stain your stamps, but don't worry about that because it's not going to affect the stamp at all. Okay, it's just that the pigmentation, and you wouldn't think you'd get red from blue, but you do. There you go, you get a little bit of colour in there. Okay, so we've got our first sort of little bit done on our page. The time goes so fast, so now we're going to move my magnets back over here so I don't lose them. Now we're going to come in with crumb cake because we want to do like a little bit of a beach themey, even though we're out in the ocean. So I brought some different colours. You could use pecan pie. If you wanted to go with a little bit darker, you could go early espresso, or you can go crumb cake, which I'm going to go crumb cake. And you can always come in with a bit darker if you want to. So it's always mindful to start lighter, and then you can come in a little bit darker. Okay, it is a great idea, Robbie. I tell you, it just is amazing. So you can sort of see this is going to go like this. Now I'm going to actually, once we've done this bit, I'm going to cut my photo so you can sort of see where the photo is going to go and where we're actually going to place things. And it's a good idea to sort of do that. Now I'm sort of doing a little bit of swirling here because I want the sand to look like not straight. I want it to look a little bit on that swirly side. And I'm coming right up into this section here, so it looks like the water's coming out over the top of that sand a little bit, so you can sort of see through it. Okay, so we've done that, and you can darken that up if you want to, which we might darken up in a little bit. Let me just get the photo first, because that makes a big difference when you're looking to see at the photo as well. You sort of can see in the photo, what I was telling you about. These big things on the roof were meant to be pearls in shells, and these are all pearls around. It looked absolutely amazing. It did look absolutely amazing. Now, sometimes I would cut my photos down, but this photo I wouldn't cut down because I love what I saw when we were sitting down. It was absolutely beautiful. So I'm just going to trim it just to get the end, those white ends off. I don't want them in it. And I'm going to try to trim it so like it's going to be 14.5. So that gives me an easy way to do my mat if I have it to a set size. And then I'm going to hold it here and see what size it is, and it's 10. So when it's 10 by 14, we want a 15 by 10.5 mat. So we want, let's see if so we want a 10.5, that's not going to do it. Okay, we'll get a new piece. I thought I'll use the scraps first, but the scraps aren't quite big enough. So this is crumb cake. I love crumb cake because it's a real sandy type thing and it goes in well. You can use Night and Navy or one of those too. So we want it 15, so we're going to go 15. So you're going 0.5, and then it was, I'm sure, 10. So 10.5. Always check though, because when you're talking, you can sometimes make mistakes. Or even when you're sleeping, you can sleep in. So that's our photo and our mat. So let's get this one sort of set up so that you can sort of see where it's going to go on the page and what we have to actually highlight, because we don't need to highlight the whole page once the photo's in. So I'm just going to sort of stick the photo onto the mat, but I'm not going to stick the mat down as yet. But I'm going to stick the photo onto the mat. So we have a nice border all the way around it. Now this is going to go onto our page like this. So you can sort of see, you're not going to see a lot of that dark that I was showing you, but I wanted to just share that with you. You can always bring your photo to one side or to the other. And then when you're doing your second page, which I sort of started a little bit here, and you have your other photo in here. Okay, so you don't have to do them exactly the same. They can be a little bit different, and you can add the darker colour up there as well, and then match your photos. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, okay, we want to actually add some colour through here a little bit. So we're going to add a little bit of blue through into there. So grab my blue blending brush. You can leave a little bit of white, but I'm going to come in with my balmy blue and I'm going to blend into the sky. We used, what did we use? We used Pool Party up here, but I'm going to come in with also the balmy blue, which is this colour, but I'm going to bring that in up over the top here as well, just to bring the sky a little bit different. So it sort of comes in with the two tones. Time goes really fast when you're trying to get a page done, and like I said, sometimes it's better not to hurry, because if you hurry too much, you can make mistakes, and you don't want to do that with your scrapbooking. Okay, so we're going to come in here, and we're just going to do a little bit down the side here, because we don't really need to go through in all that, because remember, it didn't really the photo covered that up. So we can sort of see now that we sort of got where the sky comes down to, where the sea ends. When we're out roughly at the sea, we're looking out over it to an island, and we can sort of see the sand. So it's my visualization. So now let's cut our pieces, our die cut pieces, to also add on here. Now there's lots of ways you can do with the die, the dies, but I'm going to do them in white. You can use any colours, is what I mean. You can use colours, but I'm going to use the white. Okay, so let me get me white. Why am I using white? Because the white is fantastic, that you can add colour to it and make it to whatever colour you want. Okay, so that's a really good thing. So they're roughly about they're roughly about 14. I should have done that a bit differently, but that's all right. I'll go this way. Those I can stamp my shells and that onto. Let's bring the die cutting machine up. Oh. it's a big machine, this machine, and it can be quite heavy at times too. So push that through. We're starting over this side. Move my paper trimmer. Grab my dies out the other side. Okay. So what dies do I want? I want the water effect dies. So we've got one like this one, so we can do this one first if we want. So let's do this one first. Oh, I probably could get this one on here as well. So I'm just looking to see how many I can get onto this little piece. That's okay. I'll get 2 on there at the moment. So let's do these 2. So we've done them, and we need to grab our plate. Where did I just have it? I'll put things down. Oh, here it is. See, new plates. You can't see them because they're see-through. That's okay. Put our plates on there. So we've got the base plate number 1, which is the base. We've got plate number 2, we've got a plate number 3, then our cardstock, our dies with the blades facing down, and then another plate number 3. Okay, so we're going to wind this through. Oh, she sounds a bit worn out. She's as tired as me today. So you can sort of see, turn it over, see if it's all cut through, which it is, and then you can grab your pieces out. So I'll leave them there for a minute because I want to come in with another piece. So I'm just going to cut another strip and turn it around to cut it about 15. I'm just using my paper trimmer over here. These you can save, like I said, to stamp out on. Push our mat back in, and we're going to go for the other water bits. So we're going to go with this one. Oh, God, they're hard to get out sometimes. I stick them back in, and they are really hard to get out. So we're going to go with this one here. And I'm going to put this on here. I just want to show you these dies. And I'm actually, while I've got this going, I'm going to put on this long one that's got the shells and everything on it because it's going to fit there. So we may as well cut them out too. Line my plates up a bit straighter, Teresa. It really does help. Okay, and wind it through. Okay, grab these pieces out. And that one. We're going to move this down out of the way now. So now you can sort of see we've got our shell bits, seahorses. I lost this little thing here. You've got your little bits of wave things happening here that we're going to put all together. So we need to get our, and I'm going to just stand up for a minute because it's over here. Sorry, I hope you couldn't see down my top then. We're going to get the little brush and I'm going to unscrew this is the pick tool and it's got so many little attachments to it. It is an amazing, amazing tool. You buy the brush separate. When you get the pick tool, you get a few things with it and then you buy the brush separate as an add-on and you can buy other tools separate as an add-on as well. And I like to then come over my die and just give them a bit of a lift out. Sometimes if you just lift it up, you'll see that they'll fall out and come out quite easily with the little brush. And if they don't, you just need to turn it around and use your little pointer tool. But yeah, they usually come out pretty good through here. Okay, you can sort of see the little pieces falling out. And another one. So I'm going to turn this one around and just do this one. And you can sort of see that it just lifts up and comes out really easy. I'll just put these back over here for now. And then this one as well. And you'll see all the little bits fall out as well that need to fall out. Okay, so it's got lots of little holes in here that when you run the brush over, the little brush pokes through those little holes and it releases the paper. So you can sort of see that's released. We do make a bit of a mess though, which is all right. Just push it to the side for the moment. And then our big one. Now, some of these little ones I like to keep because you can actually add some little extra little white bits, especially the bit bigger pieces. You can use them on your page as well if you want to make a little bit more water effect. So it's really up to yourself. And then you will see that this is going to pop off. Pop out, I should say, not pop off, pop out. And if it doesn't, just grab your other little tool here because it's got some release buttons here. One there, one up there, one over here. It's not going to put a hole in the paper. You're just releasing the paper from the die. And it just makes it easier to lift it out. So there are our pieces. I'm going to keep those pieces. That piece is pretty good. I'm going to just move all these pieces over there for the moment. Okay. So tell me in the comments, have you got a pick tool? Who's got a pick tool? Who loves their pick tool? I love my pick tool. You can use it for so many things. It's unbelievable. Okay. So we've done that. We're going to bring our page back over here. And we're sort of looking at this. Now, we're looking at whether I want the water this time to sort of the white bit come down this side this time. So I'm sort of looking at that and thinking this can go on to here. And you're sort of looking at me going, that's not going to go right across, Teresa, I know that. That's not a problem. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it in just a minute. And we can cut a few more if we need to. I'm just going to get the rest of these little holes. Bits of paper out of the holes. Not that we have to worry about it too much. And then I'm going to actually colour these because we're going to actually stick this on here, which I'm going to do so I can share it with you. So here we go. Let's get all these happening. Who's excited? Who's excited? Very exciting. Okay, so we're going to get our blending brush again. And we're just going to come in lightly over our colour. You can come in as dark as you want. Like I said, I like to start off a bit lighter because you can always come in heavier. Okay, if you come in too heavy, it's very hard to get it lighter. So come in with a bit lighter and work it. Now I want the effect this time that the waves are coming into the sand. not going out to the ocean. So to do that, we want this to come, just get these little bits out. We want this white bit to be, oh, what have I done here? It's this white bit here. I'll get it right. This white piece to come on here, so it looks like the ocean's coming in. So it looks like the white tips of the ocean. Okay, so let's stick this down. When you're sticking this down, just pick a few areas that you want to add the glue. It doesn't have to be solid. You don't need it solid. You know, you don't have to have it on every little piece. Just pick some pieces, as long as you've got some pieces on the right and the left. That's pretty awesome. Don't want to go too heavy with your glue because you don't want it to poke out. Okay, so this is going to go onto here. Go, and it is shaped to the shape, so that makes it a lot easier. And like I said, you can add some more if you need to. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to grab our paper snips. No, I'm going to cut, yeah, I need paper snips, I think. Here they are. So I'm going to cut the paper snips, and I'm going to cut up through here like this. I could do it right across the page, but I don't want to on this one. I want to have some on both sides. So I want to have a little bit on this side. And you can sort of see, I can even just have it all on one side if I want to, but I'm not. I'm going to have it come on this side, and I'm just going to work out my cut. So I've got that there. Okay, so I'm just going to work out the cut from the bottom, which I'm going to sort of go, bring it around to a little bit, following a little bit of the white down here. So this is going to go onto here now. So let's put that on. And the good thing is you've got that nice big bit down here to glue it on. Come out. My glue doesn't want to come out. It's not empty, it's got glue in it. It's just, it doesn't want to come out. It's saying, you haven't used me in 3 or 4 days, Teresa. Don't push me. That's okay. So we're going to come in with it on a bit of an angle and coming up like this. And the same with, excuse me, the same with the other side. We're going to just bring it around a little bit around the, just so you don't look like you have a complete sharp edge there, because this is going to come out across here as well. So I'm just going to stick this bit a little bit more because it just doesn't like saying you haven't given me enough glue. Okay, so let's put this on here. You can even do it a little bit off center, so you have a little bit of like lighter blue. And then we're going to go and come in here. We're going to do this one also off center, so like this. Okay, then you're going to get your, turn it over and get your paper snips. I know we've gone over time, guys. It's all right. I know it's going to take us a little bit to do it because, like I said, I don't want to rush you. But you can sort of see now, I can move that up and you get this beautiful here. And this piece here is going to come in whichever way I want to bring it in here, which is still going to show the tips of the white. So I'm going to glue this bit in. So it's a matter of playing around, and that's why I wanted the photo first, especially with this particular one. Okay, I will get the other page finished before next week so we can show you. So this one's going to go sort of like probably about there, I reckon. Okay, then you can sort of see that you can put all this on top here and it all sort of falls in together. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Beautiful. So I'm going to put this down now because I know, oh, glue on my finger. I know where I'm going to go with this, and then I can just add the shells and birds and everything to the sky once this is all down. So we're going to come cover that bit, come in here, absolutely great. Just not on my hands, trees, because I've got glue on them. Okay, so next week I might finish decorating it for you because then that way you see me doing that as well. But you can sort of see you can use these by bringing them in on an image, on an angle, and you don't need to do it right across. You don't need to do two right across because you can do it this way because you're only seeing it down here and across there. Let me come up. Hello, Carol. Good to see you. So you can sort of see you get this nice effect. It looks like the water's coming in underneath and still coming out over the sand bits as well. And you can sort of see it does look like the ocean back there. We are on a cruise ship, so I wanted to make it look like the ocean and coming into seeing an island that was in front of us. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the sand and the island behind it. So I hope you enjoyed this segment of starting our pages. It's very clever, Robin. Thank you. I know I'm so clever sometimes. Not clever enough to wake up and be here at 11, but clever enough to do this. But it is absolutely beautiful. And then when we decorate it, you're going to see it really pop as well. But you can always put names down here as well. But can you see by doing that swirling with the brush how you get that light dark in along there, along the sand? So you're not getting that straight. It looks amazing. I love the way it looks. Okay, thank you for joining me today, and I will see everyone back here at 7 o'clock tonight. I haven't forgotten now, it's Thursday. I'll see you all back here at 7 o'clock tonight for Crafty Thursday. So God bless you all, and this will be added over to my YouTube channel as well because our videos get deleted within 30 days here. So you will see it'll have written on it mini catalogue 8x8, and I think we're up to section 5. So that's what will be on there, or part 5. So you will start with part 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's making your album, showing you how to make the album, how to make the pages, and we'll just keep doing it, moving along, showing you how to do a really gorgeous little page using some of our Stampin' Up! Supplies. God bless you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.